Hey guys and gals on YouTube, how y'all doing? Dave Boy here. By request, we're doing a video on Lego set 6066 from 1907, the Camouflage Fortress from Forestmen's line. We're going to go ahead and do it from this angle here. This right here will show you this doorway, how it works. There's a chest inside of here, and there's a horsey. I leave the horse in there because, well, I know where it's at. The set is unique in the fact that it splits open, but let's look at the whole thing first. These tree builds, I think, really defined this, as well as these red flags and sometimes white flags, too. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is 1987, and the chests had undergone a change by 1989. This unique chimney build, the hinges kind of give it away. These pieces were very prevalent then. It's piece number 4444. It's a very difficult number to remember, but if you practice, like I did, you'll eventually remember it. This slope piece here is formed by use of hinges, and there's the rear chest, and there's the horse, which has, of course, the one clip on one side, because that's how they were back then. There's no white around the eye. It's a great little build, and here's the secret to it. It will split wide open. And there's the kind of curious window build. It's partially hidden, but then it opens up. So this means obviously it's a play feature. Not a whole lot going on, but it's a nice little castle built inside of here, like a little turret, and it just works. It really just works. Now we're going to move our set over here to set 6077-2 or set 6077, the River Fortress from 1989. Notice that's 2 years difference. Now, in this case, this chest, according to Brickling stuff, and the original instructions that came with this, does not have the slots. But some of the I just broke that end of this off. But some of the pirates did have slots. And we went to the yellow studs instead of the two yellow goblets from 1987. And if you have a pirate set from 89, you'll probably have a slotted chest, quite possibly, but in the old brown. It may even have coins in there, or might have those yellow pieces. This little target is surprisingly hard to find on the used market. And I think one of the best features are these shields with this bulkhead here. Also, let's back this off just a little bit. We see the rare white flag and the red flag here on a flagpole. It's on a hinge piece, so you can point it down. And right here is a true play feature. That if you rotate this, it will open this door. It doesn't always work quite so well, but you can lower it again. There it is, see? Proof that there's a door there. It's also on this blue base plate, which I think is cool. And I love this old light gray. I really wish they still made it. It just has a dingy look to it. And while these sets had various numbers of men and minifigures, here's just a generic one from this set, although I think this actually is correct. And this guy also appeared in the other set. Gives you just a cheerful looking face, but it's Robin Hood, but they also have all these swords, and there's a darkness to the set in true Lego fashion. Again, these tree builds, I think, really set it off, and it's on both sides. And this is where you'll see the 444, and there's 4 of them here. And this set actually opens up, which is really, really cool. And this is where we enter the darkness. Down in here is a set of bars, and there's a cell in the water, and that's where a captured knight goes. And if you think about it, it's really pretty grim because the water level could go higher, plus it indicates how deep it probably is. Because as you know, these stone arches aren't on the surface, so they would go down. There's the back side of the door. There's like little spaces in here. Not a whole lot of space, but you got an extra sword. There's extra weapons throughout these builds. And it's quite sturdy, quite interesting. There's my terrible knot for the back of that. But this is a really great build. These pieces here did appear in the Blacktron sets. It's just such a throwback and such a great way to see vintage Lego. And it's almost like a mock. It's like Lego actually laid the rules for what a mock should look like back then. And I'll get more of that in the next video. I love these printed stones here. This is kind of a long video, but it's kind of short too. But it's just to show off these sets, not the minifigures. We're just putting our focus on the play set itself. And this is kind of interesting. And this is the only bit of ground you get, which is kind of cool too, I think. But love the use of the leaves. The black just looks good. It creates like a swamp look, I think. But anyways, really appreciate the views out there. This great community. Till next time, y'all stay safe. Ciao.